Hello people, I am Ashish here. So today we are making something very special. You all must be missing it a lot from your chicken joints. So why not we can just make it at home and we can enjoy it. So as you can see, I have some chicken here, like the whole leg. This is the drumstick and this will be the thigh, the chicken. Normally, authentically, they use garlic powder and onion powder, which is not available now. So we are using chopped garlic for the marination. Chopped garlic, a bit of pepper. That's it. Salt according to the taste. Just for marination, you want the salt. That's it. And this is the hot sauce, which should be a spicy sauce. I guess most of you got it. What am I making today? And now, finishing with some buttermilk. And you should at least rest for 3 to 4 hours with this marination, so that the chicken gets juicy and tender. So while enjoying it, you won't be having tough time with the chicken, right? So at least 3 to 4 hours marination is required. Once just cover it with some silver foil or a plate or some plastic wrap and keep it in the freezer. Fresh for 3 to 4 hours. So we have taken water, like we will be pickling and we will be serving the pickled onion with the fried chicken, right? So for pickling, for making the pickle, we need some water. We need to boil the water first. Then we will add some mustard seeds, like a generous amount of mustard seeds that will give the spice to the pickle. Some peppercorns, we need to boil the water, then we will be adding the onions so that we can get the flavors. So we need to boil the water with the flavors in it so that all the flavors come together and give the pickle a great taste. Sugar, we need to add sugar. Yeah. Now some salt. It will be a tangy, sweet and spicy pickle. Onions. That's it. Now we will add vinegar. You can add any vinegar. I am using the plain vinegar here. And now we need to boil it. Then we will drop our onions. For keeping it, we are taking a glass container. In this we will keep the pickle. You can store it for months and months. There is no harm in it. So as you can see, the pickle mixture has started to boil. So by then we will add the beetroot. Just for flavor, I am adding some beetroots, onions, onions we will add for pickling to give a nice taste. That's it. And we will pour the mixture into it and we will close it tightly and rest. And you can have it anytime you want. It can stay up to months because we are adding the vinegar. So now we can add the vinegar. Let it cool for some time, then we can add it. Because it is too hot, the glass might break, right? 3. So as you can see, it is a bit warm. Now we can add from the jar. You don't need to strain it. You want all the flavors of the garam masalas in it, right? Now you can take some mustard in a spoon and you can add it slowly. That's it. Now just close it tightly and keep it. Put place. Just give a shake. You can see the color, right? And let it for some time. Let it be for some time, and you can see the gorgeous color on the onions. Let's keep it. So it has been a long time. The chicken has been marinated now. So that it will form an even texture. That's it, you can see that. Yeah, that's it. Do the same thing with all the pieces of chicken. Just remove the excess flour and keep continuing the same process. So now we are going to prepare an egg batter for the chicken. That will be the second marination for the chicken. Not exactly marination, but the second layer for the chicken, second coating for the chicken. So break around 3 eggs directly to the bowl. Make sure there is no eggshell. That's it. Now for egg, also the marination will be the same. The seasoning, pepper, some paprika, and some salt. Now we need to keep them thorough. Mixture out of it. need to take the chicken, dip it in the egg, coat it thoroughly, then we need to dip again into the seasoned flour, just like that. Again we need to repeat the same process. Just coat the chicken thoroughly. Just like that. And now we need to remove the excess flour left in the chicken plate. See the texture of the chicken. It has just become the crumbed fried chicken we have outside and pink like not, right? Repeat the same. Now that's good. Again into the flour. We need to follow the same process. So by the time the oil is getting heated up, we will make the sauce. For sauce you need oil. Same oil we can take. Now in hot sauce. Put amount of hot sauce. Some paprika, salt and pepper. And some garlic, of course. We don't have the garlic powder, so again we are using the garlic. Try to use a bigger garlic, it will be easy. We'll add some, normally it is added brown sugar, but we don't have brown sugar, so we will be adding some sugar, normal plain sugar. So now the sauce is ready. The sauce is ready now, so let's start with the chicken. Yeah, just remember that the oil should not be too hot or too cold, it should be medium. Perfect actually. That's it. Don't put too much at a time because the oil will again get cold, so it will be a mess. And by the way, don't touch the chicken till the smooth layer is formed on the chicken, because it will again break the chicken layers and you can't use the oil again. The chicken is forming a layer, crispy layer. You don't need to completely give a blackish color to the chicken. We need it to be a golden brown color. Once it gets golden brown, you need to take it off. If it is not cooked, you can cook in the microwave as well. But you should get a perfect color for the chicken. So you can see the chicken are completely cooked and they look yummy, right? So we will apply some sauce on the top. That's cool. Looking delicious, right?